What is up, Texans fans? Welcome back to the channel for some absolute heat. Our team is on a roll, but things just got incredibly serious as we head into this massive Week 17 matchup. Our fearless head coach just dropped some high praise and a huge warning about the star quarterback we are about to face, and let me tell you, the intensity is reaching a boiling point. This isn't just another game. This is a battle for our playoff lives, and our 7-game win streak is on the line. Before we get into the heavy details and what was said behind the scenes, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button to join our growing community, and right now, pause the video and comment your name and the city you are watching from. We want to see how far the Texans' pride reaches. Let's get right into the breakdown of this breaking development. This is Adam Schefter reporting on a critical situation developing in Houston as the Texans prepare for a high-stakes showdown against the Los Angeles Chargers. Head coach DeMeco Ryans has officially put his squad on high alert regarding the dual-threat capabilities of Justin Herbert. As the Texans carry a 7-game winning streak into Week 17, the coaching staff is focusing heavily on the unique challenges presented by Herbert, whom Ryans recently compared to Patrick Mahomes in terms of pocket escapability and decision-making. Ryans noted that while the public often focuses on Herbert's elite arm strength, it is his ability to navigate the A and B gaps under pressure that makes him a nightmare for defensive coordinators. This comparison to Mahomes is not hyperbole coming from a defensive mind like Ryans. It reflects the tactical difficulty of containing a 6'6" quarterback who can both deliver a strike from the pocket and tuck the ball to run during high-leverage situations. The Texans have faced Herbert before, most notably in a dominant 34-12 victory during the 2024 AFC wildcard playoffs, but Ryans is quick to point out that this is a different Chargers team. Led by Herbert, Los Angeles currently stands at 11-4 and is riding a 4-game winning streak of their own. Herbert's recent efficiency has been a key factor, as he has managed 800 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions over the last month, while adding over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. The threat level is exacerbated by the return of rookie running back Omarion Hampton. Hampton, a first-round selection known for his bruising physical style, presents a significant challenge for a Texans defense that struggled to contain the run in their previous outing against the Raiders. Ryan specifically mentioned that the team must fix their tackling issues, as Hampton runs with a similar violence to other top-tier backs in the league. For the Texans, this game is a true litmus test for their Super Bowl aspirations. Houston currently boasts the #1 overall defense in the NFL, leading the league in both total yards allowed and scoring defense. However, the Chargers are right on their heels with the #3 overall unit, ranked 8th in scoring defense. This creates a fascinating statistical matchup where the margins for error will be razor thin. One of the primary battlegrounds will be the trenches. Both teams are dealing with significant injuries along their offensive lines, which could provide a massive opportunity for premier pass rushers like Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. on the Houston side, and Khalil Mack and Tuli Tuipulotu for Los Angeles. If the Texans' front four can collapse the pocket and force Herbert into the types of mistakes he has largely avoided lately, they can neutralize the Chargers' offensive rhythm. However, if Herbert utilizes that escapability Ryans praised, the Texans' secondary will be forced to cover for extended periods, which is where explosive plays happen. From a financial and roster construction perspective, this matchup also highlights two teams that have successfully built around young franchise quarterbacks. While CJ Stroud continues to impress with his poise and accuracy, the veteran savvy of Herbert at this stage of his career provides a different kind of stress test for the Houston coaching staff. The Texans' ability to maintain their 7-game streak will depend heavily on their defensive discipline and their ability to finish tackles in the secondary. Ryans has been showing his team film of Herbert throughout the season, emphasizing his toughness and his willingness to take hits to make plays. This psychological preparation is a hallmark of Ryans' leadership style, ensuring his players do not become complacent despite their recent success. The stakes for the AFC playoff seeding are also massive. A win here for Houston could potentially secure a higher seed and home field advantage throughout the postseason, while a loss could see them slide in a very competitive conference race. We must also look at the historical context of these two franchises. The Texans are looking to establish themselves as the new powerhouse of the AFC, and defeating a battle-tested quarterback like Herbert for the second time in a calendar year would send a clear message to the rest of the league. The return of Omarion Hampton for the Chargers cannot be understated. His presence allows the Chargers to utilize a more effective zone read scheme, which Ryans highlighted as a crunch-time weapon for Herbert. In critical third-down situations, the Texans must account for the possibility of a Herbert scramble just as much as they account for his deep ball. The matchup between the Texans linebackers and the Chargers running backs in the passing game will also be a key area to watch. Houston's defensive scheme relies on speed and lateral movement, but against a physical back like Hampton, they will need to bring extra hats to the ball. The tactical chess match between DeMeco Ryans and the Chargers' offensive staff will be one of the highlights of the NFL season. As we look at the statistics, Herbert's modest passing numbers during the win streak suggest a team that is finding balance, making them even harder to scout. They are no longer just a pass-first offense. They are a unit that can grind out games. The Texans' defense will need to be perfect in their execution of the game plan. Ryan's respect for Herbert is evident, but his confidence in his own defensive unit remains high. He challenged his players to show they have corrected the tackling errors from the Raiders game, and Week 17 will provide the ultimate stage for that redemption. In conclusion, the road to the Super Bowl for the Texans goes through elite talent like Justin Herbert,
Herbert. With the defense ranked at the top of the league and the offense finding its rhythm under C.J. Stroud, this battle of top-tier defenses is set to be a classic. The health of the offensive lines will likely dictate the pace of the game, but ultimately it will come down to which quarterback can make that one spectacular, unscripted play in the fourth quarter. DeMeco Ryans has laid the groundwork and warned his team. Now it is up to the players to execute and keep the dream season alive in Houston. This is a defining moment for the franchise, and the world will be watching to see if the Texans can truly contain one of the most talented arms and athletic profiles in the game today.